After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. And he misses with that jab. You don't want to trade shots. They exchange punches. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
And there's the bell for round two. After that last
situations, you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice counter punch right up the middle. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter shot. That left hook misses. Just missed with that jab. They have no respect for each other's punching power. This is a high-octane battle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Hold that thought. We've never seen B-Ball hurt quite like this. What's going to happen? And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with some...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs. Hold that thought! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do you do?
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The belt.
Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And now Dimitri Bivol is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get Hold it right there. Oh, what a shot. Dimitri Bivol in some serious trouble here. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into... Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Pensacola's finest is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considered.
Now it's a tougher fight.
There's the bell to start round 5. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Big shots from both. Hold that thought. Oh, Bivol now stumbling and bumbling. Is he going to go down? Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
Oh, my goodness, John. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, What the heck?
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, my word, down goes RJJ. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not fat. Hold that thought! Oh, Bevo now, stumbling and bumbling. Is he going to go down? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot.
Hold it right there. Oh, what a shot. Dimitri Bivol in some serious trouble here. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. This is the beginning of round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Just missed with that hook. Just misses with that jab. And now Dimitri Bivol is dazed. And Bivol is on the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So it's onward and